Hello guys.
Hey guys.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while. But anyway, welcome back to another episode of Girls Glasses God podcast.
Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for being here and thank you for listening.
Yes, we are back. we went on sabbatical leave.
We went on a mid-year break.
Yeah, mid-year break in August. That's not mid-year. Mid-year is June. So if we wanted to go on a mid-year break, it would have been between June and July.
But you never actually thinking about it, like our recording was actually first half of the year.
Wait, what?
Yes.
What do you mean our recording was first half of the year? What does that mean?
Like when we recorded our last episode, it was in June.
It was in July.
July, I mean. Was it in July or June?
It was in July. It was in July.
Yeah, it was in July, like first or second week in July. Second week in July, yeah. So it's still kind of mid-year. So we took a mid-year break. And we're back.
But yeah, we did not take a mid-year break. But we are back.
Anyway, we took a break sometime in the middle of the year.
It was not the middle of the year. Oh my God. Anyway, we took a break because a lot has been happening.
A lot has happened.
And we cannot wait to gist you guys. So, but yeah, welcome back. How have you been? How have you been doing? Actually, how have you been? Let me ask you.
Me? I've been great.
Good.
I've been doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome.
How's life going?
Life is going well. Life is going really good. I've been really busy, to be honest. So today is supposed to be a chill day. It's like busy with work, busy with non-work related things. Like every weekend for me, this is like my first weekend in a very long time that I'm like just not going out, but I'm still out either ways.
You're out, but you're in anyway.
Yeah, kind of. So if I wasn't here, I'll have spent my whole day on my bed most likely, because
sometimes it's necessary.
I just needed that. I still need that break actually. So, but yeah, I've been doing great. Every weekend I tell myself, oh, I will, because I have some vlogs that I started editing, and then every weekend I'll tell myself, oh, I will edit this vlog, and something comes up, and then I'm not home to edit the vlog, and then weekend is over, and then everybody are asking me, when are you releasing your vlog?
Yes.
My answer to that question is be on the lookout. See,
do you even know what they are at this point? I think I just need to come to your house, get the laptop, and just watch the raw videos because I'm tired. I'm like, why should we be begging you for vlog? Have you watched the raw videos at this point? I'm looking
for one Yoruba adage that can back me up. That would do you know any adage? If I don't even have to be Yoruba, any adage that says that, okay, no,
the patient dog is the fattest bone.
Any adage that the patient dog
bird catches the worm. There's one.
No, this one is the patient dog eats the fattest bone. So don't worry, be patient.
I don't want to eat bone.
whatever it is that you want, it's the patient one that will get it. Every weekend, at least one person will ask me, when are we see your vlog? Someone at work actually asked me. They said, oh, I can't wait to see. I said, I'm busy. First of all, I don't even think I wanted it. Anyway, that one is another day.
The funny thing is that I don't even know the vlog you're editing now. I don't know the vlog that you're going to be editing or releasing. Can you imagine how skewed the timeline on your YouTube is right now?
So actually, there's a vlog that I want to release. This is September, B. I have to release that vlog before the end of September. Let me tell you why. So in 2023, right, I did a Thanksgiving. I hosted a Thanksgiving party at my house. November of 2024, I wanted to release that vlog so that it will match Thanksgiving of November 2024. I did not. But when in January,
you released one now.
I did it this year. I released it this year.
Okay.
So I was also going to wait till the end of this year to release it so that it will match with Thanksgiving. And that vlog did not get a lot of views because it's not Thanksgiving time. So I should have waited.
Can you delete it and repost it?
There's no point. So now there's another vlog that we did last year with Kachi when it came. It was September Labor Day. So it matches this September. So hopefully I release it before I've actually started editing that vlog. It's just that it was so long. and there were a lot of scenario inside. Like I started, but I just got
to send you my own videos because I had some. I picked catchy.
Don't send me any video.
Put it overlay it somewhere. I don't know how you want to do it. Just put it somewhere.
So the thing about lifestyle vlog, I don't know how lifestyle people. Well, some people do full time, but some people don't. Like lifestyle vlogs are so hard to edit because you have to put a lot of clips together to make a video. Sit down videos, very easy. You just watch, cut out what you don't like and paste. But like lifestyle vlogs, and most of my vlogs are lifestyle. So New Orleans trip, Kirikot trip, Nashville, Tennessee, Chattanooga.
Maybe you should have like a structure of your vlogs. There are some like how you, like for example, how you write books that you have like the intro, there's the climax, then like how you resolve it. Maybe you should have something like that for your vlogs. For like there's the travel part, like when you are going, maybe you just take a short clip, the travel part, the main portion, maybe like leading up to where you're going to, the main portion, the ending of it, and then travel back or like wind down, something like that.
It's not even the structure, it's like the edit. So for instance, that video that we recorded last year during the Labor Day, I already have the structure put together. Like I have the whole video. Now
just
sitting down to watch I've already matched everything, but you have to like sit down, make sure that the story is coherent, make sure that you cut out what's not good and all of that. So sitting down to make sure that you do all of those things is where the work is. And sometimes you have to also do voiceover for some part of some clips.
You can hire me
for free. Good. People do volunteer work now. You can hire for volunteer work. You can hire for volunteer work. I should look for an editor actually. But it's just that I have this thing of if I'm not making money from something, I should be spending money on it. So
but content that they tell you that if you spend money to save money.
No, spend money to save money. I don't even have the money that I'm saving. You don't understand. There's no money coming in. So what am I saving?
You don't understand.
If I don't use this opportunity to address some people, a couple of people who, I guess they're my friends, Sha. No, actually, they're my one person
say it like that.
No, like I mean, in terms of closeness, like I've had a couple of people approach me and be like, Bola, that's. In fact, one person specifically who, first of all, I'm even sure they don't even listen to our podcast. That's the first thing. But then they have that idea that, Ebun is doing podcasts. She has a YouTube channel. She must be making a lot of money because she has all of these channels and then she's working. Are we getting any money from? In fact, we are even far because we are even on serious. So the road to even getting money from podcasts is, I don't even know what that would look like. But like, somebody made a statement one day to me, and immediately my zeal for that call dropped from 100 to 0, and I was just looking for every way to end that call because the call was more of you are making it was more of you are good, you have all these things working for you, like you are making, and I'm like, do you know there's no money coming from all these things? And they're like, no, can you I'm like, go on YouTube. How many subscribers do I have? How many views do I have on all of my videos?
The person is speaking into your future. Like, the person is already seeing your future.
No, amen. Me, I know that my future is bright. My future is very bright. But don't now like there's a majority who make slight comments of you don't have any problem because you have. I'm like, that day I was, first of all, I can't remember what happened that day.
I feel like it's also the way people just look at. We had this to say, it's like, there was something we were talking about the other day about how the grass is always green on the other side. True. And nobody actually knows that you have to put in efforts to water your own grass to make it green.
Yeah.
So it's like, from the outside looking in, it looks like you have a fabulous life. You have a fabulous life. But it's like, they only see you have a job, you have a podcast. And they're also making assumptions, and also there are obviously people that have like podcasts and like vlogs and everything, and obviously you can see the high life they are living.
See the numbers now. The numbers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but people just superimpose those things on people. Like, she's
the moment you
now,
have a podcast. I've heard a couple of people say, and I'm shocked because I feel like it's common sense. Like if I go on YouTube and I see someone with less than 1,000 subscribers, obviously you're not making money.
No, but the thing is that you know that because you're in the YouTube community. Like you edit on YouTube, you watch YouTube content. But people that are casual, they go to YouTube only when they need it. They don't really follow it. You won't really know things like that. So I feel like it's only when you are involved in the community that you can know that Because I've heard people say it to that you must be making money from this podcast, and I'm like,
people don't even make money from podcasts. First of all,
it's from like ads, sponsorships, partnerships.
Like how many people listen to you that you're talking?
Did you listen to the podcast?
Question, like, have you ever listened? Then they will not go quiet because I'm like, you don't. First of all, it's not like you are supporting in any way. The least that you can do for me is listen and share. Right, that's the least that you can do. That's how I know that you are supporting me. But you are sitting at the back somewhere. No, so the funny thing is, you actually don't have to, like, if it's not your jam, it's fine. Like, I mean, I won't force people to like listen to like a 1 hour 30 minutes episode of a podcast if it's not their thing. But like, don't now move to me like, oh, you're making, you know, a lot of money from this. That day I was just angry. I'm like, okay, bro, like I don't want to explain anything about my life to you. So if I upload something today and you feel, oh, Ebun is here today or she's here tomorrow, you think is because I have a podcast and a YouTube. Don't worry, I receive it. The money that you think I have, I receive it in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. And I think it's also the thing of people living vicariously through other people, right? They know that sometimes it's something that they might not take that leap or that faith, not faith. They might not take that leap to do that kind of thing. Like maybe you like podcasts or you just admire people that do it or do vlogs or do things like that on YouTube, and you're like, wow, this is something that I wish to do. I won't put the effort to do it. So I just assume that if you are doing it and I'm within your circle and I can call you and talk to you, I'm like, you must be balling, because anybody that I'm seeing doing it looks like they're living a good life. Or when you also like have dreams in your head of if I just do YouTube, I'm sure I will blow. Things like that. So I think it's also like putting their impressions, the impressions that they have by themselves on other people.
But I think this particular one is stemming from, how do I put it? Like, this weird thing that people do where they try to make themselves look very small and then hype you up so that
they're trying to act humble or what?
No, so when they say things, so for instance, they're like, so for instance, let's say we are talking now and they're like, oh, like, let me say, in fact, I don't even know what's happening these days. Like, I have this, I have that going on with me, blah, 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 blah. And then they now put like a snide comment of, oh, but at least you are doing this,
you're in the
you're
US,
doing
you're not
that.
Life is good.
And this person is also outside the country, obviously, but not in the US, but also outside the country. Like, you're also living well. But you know how people want to like downplay themselves and then now make that snide comment of at least things are better for you kind of a thing. You have podcasts, you have YouTube, you have this, you are making a lot of money, but me, this and this and this is happening.
And I also think in a way, maybe because we are Nigerians and we grew up living in Nigeria, right? We have this suffering Olympics thing we like to do as well. My boss is hard and I'm suffer pass. We say, I'm struggling with work. And we're like, your boss is even nice. If you see what my boss did to me the other day, like we always have to one up each other. You think you are suffering, I'm worse than you. You think you suffer, you think you are poor, I'm poorer than you.
I'm like, but
you're
why?
Like, my ancestors have been poor.
You're like, people like, at least you had it better.
Like, that's not what we're talking about. Like,
in fact, this is a very nice segue to a lot has happened since we've been away. In fact, this would be a recap episode of so many things that happened. Temi Otedola got married. Beautiful, amazing wedding. I don't have a dream wedding in my head, but if I were to have one, it would be a version of this. Like, if I have the money, this would be a version of it. Low-key, first of all, low-key wedding. I love it. It's my vibe. I'm the kind of person that can get married and 1 year later, I will say I'm married.
Dropping the pictures.
I do not mind. So, low-key wedding, check. Vintage attire, check. I loved all of
she was dropping
it. Oh no, minimalist attire, check.
Minimalist when you have money.
Like I was saying that, okay, I think it was when we were on the group call, I was saying that after what's the Duchess's name? After Meghan's wedding, I'll rank this one. Like it's like in the ranking of that kind of Meghan's wedding, like her hair, her nails.
Looked really lovely.
She looked amazing.
She looked stunning.
You know when someone looks amazing without making an effort? That's exactly
effortlessly beautiful.
That's my vibe. Like, not too much crazy thing happening, but nobody will look at you and not know that this one is giving.
And the funny thing is that even if you that's not your vibe, you can't look at it and be like, she's not fine. Like, it's like undisputed undisputed beauty,
but you
undisputed
still see some people. That's what I see. People
haters everywhere.
People need joy. Honestly, I feel like people need to give themselves to experience joy more in this generation, because I feel like for everything that happened to people, they're always looking for the negative side of it. Why would someone say, and she be her father? Her father is rich. So what? So
her father is rich. That's why she can do that, or what? Is that what they're saying?
Or when Dangote was saying that, Demi has always been an entrepreneur since she was young. She never relied on her father's money, and people are like, and she was not her father that gave up. I said, hey. Me. Anyway, God knows why he created me. Because I'm like, our father is a statement of facts.
There's nothing that can change that. But there are also people that their fathers are rich and they're not doing anything, or they're not. You get, so it's like
another angle.
Yeah, there are also people that their fathers are rich and they are probably, doing all this party like drug life. There are people that we've seen that their fathers are rich, like not even like Nigerians, or like you can see like millionaires and billionaires in the world, and their children, like maybe they're having drug problems or things like that. They're not really using it to do anything, but at least her father is rich, yes, and she has that entrepreneurial spirit. That's a good thing. Let's celebrate that.
People always find, like, when there's a nice looking balloon, they just want to put a hole in it.
I feel like it's always Twitter people.
And I feel like they
use that avenue to just berate everything, and
I think it's also a point of self-reflection for everybody. Like, if something good is happening to someone
and you're bitter, and
the first thing that comes to your mind is to not even. So I get the part where, maybe you want something, and then you see it happening for other people, and you're like, oh my God, like, when will my own happen? That's different than because you don't now have it. You will now have to bring down anyone that has it. Nah, that one is a witch attitude. If you have that, for real. If you have that attitude, you need to put your hand on your chest and say, God, deliver me. Like, if you see something like that and you desire it, and you pray about it, and you pray to get that thing, that's different. But like, if the first thing that comes to your mind is, I will say something that would bring this thing down, or that will make the person that is involved, bad. Like,
it reminds me of a story of a lady that she was talking. I saw her talking, and she was like, years ago, so let's say maybe 10 years ago. So at this time, she's probably in her 30s. She's married, has kids, and everything. And she was just like, she saw a lady that she knew maybe like 10 years before, and she just did not like her. That nobody had issue with her, that she moved into their circle. She was, everybody really liked her. Anytime she's around, people are always smiling, like she had a lot going for her. And she just said she just felt a very off aura from the lady. So me, I was watching like, which off aura? Are you coming to tell us now that 10 years later you found out something? She said she just always felt off when she tells her friend about it. The lady is always like, that she was even scared of saying it, because at that point everybody liked her. And it was like she was the only one that was seeing something different about her. She not say, but obviously over time, like they lost contact and everything. She said she not saw her recently, and she was like, the lady is thriving, she's beautiful, she's this. And she not said she not realized that what was doing her was jealousy. That is now that she's like at peace with herself, with where she is in life, that she's like, the her of that time is jealousy that was worrying her, that there was nothing wrong with her, there was nothing off with her aura, that it was her that had a problem. And she was just too blindsided to see that she wanted everything that lady had. She wanted how people really loved her, gravitated towards her. Maybe she was struggling with things at that time, and she was like, she just liked that image for herself, and that's who she wanted to be. But because she could not appreciate it or be that person,
she had to hate on it.
She was hating on it and bringing her. So she not said, now that she saw her, she just like saw her maybe like a video or something. Just like she was just happy for her, like, oh wow, this lady is really doing well, kinikon. And she just realized that, okay, then it was a me problem. Like I was the one that could not see beyond myself.
Like her. I think that's actually a very good point, because again, that's why I said it's self-reflection. Sometimes you have to check yourself. You have to like check your heart, because this thing that you just said is very real. It's very real, where like you see someone achieving something that you would have loved to achieve, but it didn't happen for you.
Another level is now when you think, there's a way in your mind you think that you are better than some people, and when it's not like somebody that it's not up to you, because it's not doing something that you cannot do.
Then it's also pride. It's also a level of pride, because you're like, again, age dynamics too is very, very key, because sometimes like
when
younger people
younger than
are now
you.
achieving crazy things a lot. In fact, the Gen Zs of now, they are going out there and doing crazy. There are some people that I watch on YouTube that they are like way younger. They are Gen Zs, but I will always watch their channel because I'm like,
how are you doing all this? Yeah,
like it fascinates me. If it fascinates me all the time, because I'm like, how? Like this person is like 10 years younger and is doing like
how are you so wise already? How are you doing this?
However, like if you are someone that maybe you had pictured yourself in that space or in whatever it is that they're doing, but for one reason or the other it did not happen for you, the moment it now starts happening for someone else, worse, even if it is even someone younger, like something that you're achieving at 40, someone is doing that 25, and you're like, so that's why they will not be like, this person don't have respect. Obviously, like, I mean, there are people that don't have respect, but like sometimes it's not coming from the place of you don't have respect. Sometimes it's coming from check yourself. Like, are you actually sure that is not that you are actually hating on? Some people now talk down and say all those small children,
those small girls,
they don't know kiniko. These small girls no sense you. And the funny thing is, people now feel like, they will not feel like, don't worry, let's just see, like when they fall down, they will come back to, nobody is falling down, nobody's coming back to you.
I feel like it's just all these old Nollywood stereotypes of when you're proud, you will now make mistake and kiniko.
Nobody is making. If they make mistake, it's not you.
It's not you. They will come and meet. And I think there's also maybe also because of how we grew up and everything, and there's this mindset when we're talking about this suffering mindset of how how people feel like they've passed through certain things and they suffered. So anybody that is not coming behind them, you must suffer too. Like it's not good for you to have it easy. I saw this lady, I think I've showed you some of her videos, Annie, on TikTok, that she's like a full-time influencer, and she went to, I think she has like younger brothers. She now went to, I think her brother told her to come and help him move into his dorm or something. So she, in the voice of her video, she was not talking about how she obviously knows that she's not there to move anything, because like she doesn't move stuff that they will move things. That he now said he wanted to go to Walmart to get a few things. He said by the time her credit card, like I think it was like 500, it was like sure little things. But she was not commenting. She was not like, that people also ask her that, does she feel resentful that all these things that her brothers, that she can give to her brothers now, or like maybe her brothers are using them, maybe not in that sense, but like the things that she can achieve that she can do for her brothers now, nobody did for her. And she's like, that's the goal, that where I did not get to, like where I am right now, I can help the people behind me, and they don't have to go through the struggles and the pain I went through. But some people's mindset is not like that. Some people is, I suffer, you have to suffer. Like if you don't suffer, that means you don't really know anything that is happening. Like no.
It's not even the mild kind of suffer. It's like you must have to go through it.
And again, I think it's also because when you grew up as a Nigerian, things are, in a way, things are hard. Let's be real, things are hard. And then if you now come from maybe a middle class family, or your parents struggle to get you in a particular place, there are sometimes that you get some jobs at entry level, and the people you will meet there, maybe ahead of you, they are a lot older than you, but they themselves, they've seen that they struggled though, like at their age. They were not where you were, and they know that give it time, 5 years or less, you'll probably be in their position to overtake them. They will not want to press you down. They will not want to make rubbish of everything that you're doing. And if you don't have that sense of self-worth or identity, you'll not be like, hey. And I'm just thinking that our last one was telling me something like 2 weeks ago, and she was just talking about her boss, this. And I was just like, I feel like it's a rite of passage for everybody to have a terrible boss in a way, so that you can appreciate. And it might not be a rite of passage, but you will always experience a terrible boss one time. And she was not telling me about one particular encounter, about how she came in, she has been asking for like a reporting template. Our guard was not giving her a reporting template, all of that, and that she has been just developing one on her own, and she's just like, it doesn't give her feedback, it doesn't do this. That one day, so she and somebody entered together into the organization, and the other person was not asking her boss, and was not like, like let's say Mr. A, like, what do you think about this person's work now? So when you did not comment, I'm like, since you're not commenting, it means that she must be doing everything very well, like as a joke. And he just made a comment of, have I even been opening what she sends to me? And I was thinking that when she said that, I was just like, that's a power play. That's a power move. Because he knows that you are very young. He knows that him saying that will destabilize your... I'm like, see, just don't worry about it. I just gave her like some advice. But I'm like, why will you, as somebody that is in that capacity as a mentor, a manager, you are helping to train somebody that is very new in the workforce or this, and a comment that can come out of your mind, like, because they are making a joke of, oh, that means she's probably doing very well. Because if you haven't had any feedback for her, is it that she's doing something right? She must be doing something right. And now, so that in quote, maybe her head should not swell or she should not think she's doing a good job. You now said something so to bring. I'm like,
yeah. So those are witches and wizard behavior. Maybe that would be the topic of this episode: witches and wizard behaviors, because it's crazy. And what people don't realize is that the person that you grow and nurture will come back to, like, you reap the fruit at the end of the day. But people feel like, oh, this one. For everybody listening, you don't have the power to suppress somebody else. Yeah. You don't have the power to. You think you do because at a particular level, you think you have power and control over this person. But the most important thing is you don't have the power over anybody's life. In fact, nobody has the power over anybody's life except God and that person. Yeah.
So if you feel that the 1, 2, 3 years that the person would be under you, you can control the person. You can. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
That person will grow.
Much more.
And what they will remember you for forever is that you are the worst person they ever worked with. So is it not better to impact that person's life so that when they grow and when they get better, they will look back and say, oh my God, this person was an amazing person, right? Because nobody will be in one place forever. There are places that, if I can remember, there was one place I worked, and I remember one person I didn't work with directly, vividly, but like, this person felt like I own this place. This is my father's place. Like, impacted in fact, if there's anybody that worked with us listens to this, I'm sure a name will come to their head. But this is like how many years ago that when I sleep, I don't think about this person anymore. But when I see this person,
all you can remember is the negative.
That's all I can remember. And at some point, I started making an excuse for the person that, I feel like this person is truly not happy. And that's why I think if you have joy in your heart, then you see joy in other people. So it's a reflection of self.
Christ.
It's Christ that gives joy. But unfortunately, there are also some Christians that don't have joy because they are not allowing themselves that joy from God. So it stems from you. Sometimes you are the problem. That's the truth. And again, this is not saying, this person is perfect. Sometimes even me, sometimes I have a self-reflection of this thought that is coming. It's not from God though. It's not from God. So sometimes you are the problem, and you have to, it takes humility to understand that you are the problem, and going back to God to say, God, I beg, help me
walk through this.
Yeah.
I think I just thought about something else when you were talking about how, thinking about people. And there's one thing that Nigerians are very quick to say, like, don't burn bridges, which is true. Like, don't burn bridges. But it's always when it's in favor of somebody that is doing something bad to you. You have somebody that has been wicked, and you're like, you never know when you can meet the person. It's the person that will meet me. It's the person that will... sometimes you won't even meet yourself again.
You won't meet yourself
sometimes.
Again. Like, let's be real. Like, okay, yeah, so you never know when you can meet somebody. You never know who can help you. But God did not put me in a position where it's you that you were wicked to me in this position. You're not the one that will not come help me.
Yeah.
And again, it doesn't also necessarily mean that I will not be in a position where I have to help you. It doesn't have to be anything like that.
It doesn't have to be reliant on each other.
Don't. But like, they'll be like, don't burn bridges, or don't, you never know. It can help you. I remember something about something that happened sometime, and somebody was advising me, and the person was saying, you never know, you can still call me to give you. In my head, I was like, I can never.
Where people say that,
never.
Do you remember this? No, the person that be allowed Jesus' name. This guy from Surulere, where we lived. That man.
God, I beg.
That man will say,
You never know.
you never know.
You never know what.
In
God, I
fact,
beg.
from his lifestyle, does he like, God, may I never, like, if there's any reason that will make me want to go back, that is like, you should do fasting and prayer by prayer. I'm like, God forbid ever.
Do you get?
Like, you know, be like, never. And I feel like it's people that now, like, when you are the one saying that you never know,
It's you that is there.
Nah, it's crazy.
And again, it's that when this particular person said it's never anything of prayer. But I was just like, there's nothing you can give to me. Like, I can get it from other people.
Yeah.
Like, you are thinking from a sense of, oh, you are older, you are
Yeah.
this. I have older people that I'm accountable to. You are not the one.
Thankfully, you
not
have
the one.
father, you have mother, you have siblings, you have
You are
friends,
not the
you
one.
have
So,
like
pastor. I'm
you
like,
have
you are
pastor,
not the
you
one.
have church members. I'm like, is
So
you.
sometimes I feel like sometimes it's also a thing of pride as well. Thinking,
absolutely.
Everybody that I come in contact with at one point or the other,
They will need my help.
need my help. And maybe right now you're in a position where you are actually helping people. So you're thinking, oh, this small girl, this small boy.
Yeah, it's pride. It's pride. I think
Like,
we sometimes we think of ourselves bigger than we are. Sometimes I think we do. Like, there's this level of, especially when you get into a place where people are trying to give you respect, you now start thinking yourself of, you know, sometimes in your head you think of yourself bigger, and the Bible actually says the opposite. The Bible says to think of yourself smaller than the other people,
Just like
which
how
is
Jesus was
deep.
washing the feet of his
which is very deep. Which is very, very deep.
So you have to have like a servant. No, is this servant? It's servant now. Like when Jesus was washing the feet of his servants. What's the English? Servant's attitude, kind of servanthood mindset or something. That you are. Is it servant leadership? I think that's what I'm thinking about. Servant leadership. So these are
No, God help us. Witches and wizard behaviors. Check yourself, actually. It's self-reflection.
And I think it's not even a problem for you to desire. So I think the problem comes when, Ebun has this thing and I don't have it. And instead of me to be happy that, this is something Ebun was trying to get, I'm like, God, why is it not me? God, you said, I want it too. And then instead of me to be happy for you, or I'm happy in your face, and that's even the, so a question in this instance now. If you don't have that mind of, okay, well, have you seen situations where, let's use me and you for example now. You have something, you got something, everybody's congratulating, this, and I'm like, I'm now bitter inside. God, why not me? Then I now come. What if I come to you and I tell you, okay, well, what should that person do? Like, if the person is thinking, where
if you come to mind and tell me that how you feel, I won't feel bad. I won't feel bad. I'll most likely pray with you, because like I said, look, we are all human beings. I was having this same conversation with a friend last week. We are all human beings. There are things that you want that somebody else wants,
for sure,
that you feel bad that you don't have it. In actual fact, let me say the same thing that I said to one of my friends last week. I was listening to a particular podcast while I was working last week or last 2 weeks. And then this woman was talking about how she didn't have a baby for a while. So she was a waiting mother. And everybody around her was getting babies. Like, people that got married after her were having babies. She said she felt really bad, which I don't blame her for. She said she felt, in fact, she cited an instance. She was like, there was one time someone came to her that she was having twins, and she felt so bad and was angry at God that, God, you are giving her twins while I have none. Why can't you give her one and give me one? Like, is that something too big to ask? So if we are being truthful with ourselves, there are some things that we want that we see other people around us having, but that we don't have. So you feeling bad about, God, why not me? It's not the issue. However, if you talk to me about it, I won't feel sad. I won't feel any type of way. I will actually pray with you, because we've all been there at one point or the other, whether we like it or not. The only thing that is now dangerous if you now start plotting against that person, because it will fall back against you at the end of the day. The only solution is to, first of all, if you want to talk to someone, fine, but first of all, talk to God about it. Like, transparent enough. Like, God, like, this is what I want, and this person has this thing. I'm having this terrible feeling. I know I should not be having it, so please help me to deal with it. If you are close to the person, you want to tell the person, that's fine. If you know, please know the person and know how the person. Don't go and talk to somebody that will say, "Ha, you are if something that happened, they will say, it's you." So you have to
truly,
be careful.
truly, you have to be wise.
You have to be careful about who you are telling.
This thing also came up in church, and I love the way like the pastor answered it, and she was like, "Have you tried praying for the person?" So that person's own question was more focused towards the person was always feeling like anything that person, like for example, anything that person does, that the person is happy, like she was always like hating or wanting it, and things like that. And the pastor was like, pray for that person. Like, have you tried praying for that person? She was like, yes, there's a point of knowing that, okay, yes, the way you're thinking is normal, ask God. She said, by the time you start praying for that person, that sense of resentment, envy, jealousy, all of that, it will go away. Yeah. So I think that's very powerful. Yeah. That's very, very powerful.
So yeah, but a lot of times we try to put matters in our own hands, and that's where by the time you start putting matter in your hands, that's where the downfall comes in, because we're all human beings, but we are not of this world, and we don't do things by our flesh, we do things by the Spirit of God. So at every point we have to be connected to the Spirit of God to say, Holy Spirit, help me. So but by the time you now put matters into your hands, and you're like, and it's very fleshly to do, where you're like, I want this person to be down so that when we're on the same level, then we'll be fine. It's just like this popular example that people use, where if, say for instance, we both write a test, I got a 2/10, you now came and say you have a 1/10. I was feeling bad before that.
You not be having like, I better pass my neighbor.
Something like that. So it's just this natural fleshly thing where the moment you are like 1 inch ahead of your neighbor, you feel good. You feel good about yourself, which is wrong. Right now, in comparison to somebody else that is not doing higher than
100 times higher,
you now become hateful because you can't be. So it's a very complex dynamics. But overall, you just have to be, first of all, humble. You are not better than, and I know that, again, I always say this thing, everybody's parents have told them that they are the best, but trust me, you are not the best of the best of the best.
Somebody's blaming your parents for the ego that you have right now.
So you think you are better than anyone. They have told you that you are the this, you are the that. Yeah, I get you. But there are also other people whose parents have told them the same
golden
thing.
Egg.
There are people doing way better. You just have to acknowledge it. Pray for them. Pray for yourself. And see, me, I always say, you don't even have to, if you feel that way, you don't have to now be smiling outside and be crying. Like, you don't even have to do anything. Like, it's better not to say anything. It's better to go and, take some time away and talk to God than you are now bringing the person down. You now make a snide comment and say,
it's okay. She took the ball. I mean, because she won't get.
Or like, keep quiet. Like, go off. Go and do retreat
and
or something.
That are very, their mouth is bad. They have that let's say gifts to use their words to pierce people. Like, they just know there's way they will just say it and just be like,
yeah. Some people can be like that. So it's better not to even say anything. It's better not to. There are some people. If you open every news on Insta blog, their name is there. They have a comment on. I say, hey. Thank God none of my close friends is like that, because actually I feel like that's actually a friendship criteria. That's a friendship. That's a friendship requirement.
I don't know which post we saw this in, and that the girl was saying that her boyfriend or maybe her fiance
that one is
always on that
Insta blog.
Insta blog always fighting.
Like.
And there is her family and friends that will be sending it.
Then you are embarrassed.
She now confronted you. Now said that it's nothing. Imagine. No, and the thing is that when you're on Instagram and things like that, it will show you the people that you know comment first. No. I find it embarrassing. Like, I don't even
very embarrassing.
I don't even comment normally on posts.
It's very embarrassing.
If I see like a long ass comment. No, but it depends on what you're saying as well. But
no, some people they are always either controversial or they have something negative to say or something. Like, obviously, like if it's For instance, I remember, I think Jessica tagged me one time like that when they were doing like a surprise. I think it was a compilation of surprise, but she now tagged me and put my name in capital letter and laughed. Obviously, like that was just saying, oh, this is something that people can do. Or like, you know, somebody's doing birthday, obviously create the person. Or, oh, there's also this fashion person I really like. I loved her outfit. I'm like, oh, I really love your outfit. Where'd you get it from? And she replied me, right? So like things like that, obviously. Or if you are motivating somebody, or like you have a word, but you every time, hey,
be like,
your own is
why is she posting like that? Which kind of dress is she wear?
Now why she no find man be that? And they do this to celebrities a lot because they feel like they have access to their life. So people just
people
type
are
nonsense.
nasty online. People are nasty online, and I think that says a lot about you as well. Like
As
the
in,
things.
I hope you're not one of those persons that are nasty. If you are, please check your heart. There's something wrong.
And again, people also use social media to hide, right? A lot of people have like what they call them, like secret accounts. So you have the accounts that you share with people, like your friend. Then you have like what they call it? I think
a burner account,
like a burner account. Especially on Twitter, right? Where you know people just say any and everything. Like imagine finding somebody that you've been talking to and you now go to their Twitter and you now see them under every feminism post or man hating post or under everything controversial. Shade. You don't know Twitter like that. There's one particular guy that if anything is trending, you are very sure you will see his post there, and you don't see what he's saying is adding any sense. It's just like maybe you're just saying it just to be controversial. So people will say, "Oh, you are here again." So. Anyway.
God help us.
We've gone a long way in what have we been doing these past weeks that we've not been here? What have been taking our time?
Oh, okay. So aside from me going to Nigeria, I went to Nigeria. I went to Nigeria recently. Awesome visit. So I think I already told a lot of people the story. However, if you have not heard, you know the funny thing, I'll actually try to release my vlog tomorrow.
And we are holding you to it.
I will try to release my vlog tomorrow. If I tomorrow or
if
Monday,
you don't release your vlog, what should we do?
If I release
how much are you going to pay me?
Wait, hold on first. If I release
Saturday,
my vlog
20th of September 2025.
So we release episodes on Thursdays. So if I release my vlog between tomorrow and Monday, that means that you can watch my video. You see, that's actually a nice concept. Okay.
Which video are you talking about?
My vlog, my surprise vlog to Nigeria. So here's the thing, guys.
Okay.
So let me give you the gist. First of all, I went to Nigeria recently for I went primarily because my dad was turning 70 and we're planning a surprise party for him. Thank you. But let me tell you people now, if you are planning a surprise for your father, do not tell your mother. That is the rule number 1 of planning a surprise birthday. So
when they say 2 have become 1.
We told my mom, I think 3 weeks before or something, because we knew that she wouldn't be able to keep it for that long. So we gave her 3 weeks. Just 3 weeks. Tell me why the next day. The next day, we're having a conversation. God. And my mother was like, she said something. When she said that thing, I knew. I said, you already told him, Abi. She did not answer me. I was like,
but that should tell you that's a good thing.
So anyway, long story short, the surprise was not surprise anymore. In fact, we fought a lot before. Devil is a liar. Before the whole birthday thing. Okay, so to give some context, my parents are very conservative. They don't like parties. They don't like anything that will bring them out musically. So they were very anti having a birthday party. That was why it was a surprise. So but it was supposed to be like a Thanksgiving party in church. We already contacted everybody, all the vendors that will be working on that. And when my mom, so she knew, but then she didn't know the extent of what we're planning. So she thought it was just going to be like a small thing and everything. She was still very skeptical about it. I think it was my aunt and her husband that spoke to her first, and they're like, okay, cool. But when they now started understanding how big it was, not even so big. It was like 80 to 100 people, so that's big in their own sense. So when they started understanding the extent of the thing, then they now started saying things like, oh, this is too much. At some point, I told my siblings, I say if they like, they should not go. We'll do the party. We'll put their pictures in front. Everybody will come and eat.
Party for them.
We'll dance and we'll send them videos. But thankfully, at the end of the day, they came around. For you to know how crazy it was, at some point, I wasn't talking to my mom because there was one time I called her. She was just, I can't, like, see, don't stress. Honestly, I hate anything that would stress me. I do not like it. So she was talking about how, like, we should not be planning a surprise. Kiniko, like, we should, like, she was saying something about we should be deciding this. I'm like, obviously, like, there was no way you would support everything that we were doing. So there was no point planning this together. But she was like, no, like, she was almost making a big deal out of it. So I was like, okay, you know what? And I will call you later. Like, let's table this and talk later. We didn't talk for like 2 weeks. She now messaged me one day and said, Ebolu, so you abandoned your mother.
Why would you do that?
She used the word, you abandoned your mother because of this
see me laughing.
Because of this baby.
Why would you do that? That's not good.
She now went to put on the group page about, she wrote something. I'm like, I know my parents so well, so I will not be emotionally blackmailed. I am old enough now to understand Nigerian parents, how they would not emotionally blackmail you. I'm like, I'm sorry, but it has casted. It's not going to work. So I now told her, I messaged her, I said, look, I'm not neglecting you, but sometimes just see things from our perspective. She now said, call me. I'm saying, I'm sorry, I can't call you. I'm at work. I will call you later. I didn't call her because at that particular day, she was fuming about, like, she found out about, like, the number of people that were coming and everything. So she was fuming about it. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to involve myself in this. Let everybody go and sleep. We'll pray about it. God will touch their hearts. Let's calm down. When we come back tomorrow, we'll talk again. Next day I called her. She was sounding so different. I said, God, they work wonders. So, but anyway, long story short, I surprised them. But the point was also to surprise every other person. So all of my friends, I arrived Lagos on, I think, Thursday. I surprised my friends in Lagos. I surprised my siblings. I surprised my aunt. Like, nobody had a clue. Oh no, see, when I think about all the surprises I pulled this year, I am, look, hands down.
The one I want to see is the one with your brother, because I think you sent me a picture where it was in the air. I'm saying, release this video. At this point, I'm coming to your house to watch it. So now everybody understands what I'm saying. When I say I'm coming to watch the rock.
No, don't hype it too much. Don't worry. By the time you hype it too much, people now watch it and be like, oh, because the thing is, people's reactions were not like crazy. I think a lot of people were in shock for a while.
Yeah.
So a lot of people just paused and they were like,
huh?
Is it true? So yeah, so it was not like they were jumping or whatever. It was more of a shock.
That's what you should put as the YouTube
thumbnail
picture.
It was more of a shock. So yeah, it was amazing. I loved it. I loved the fact that, you know, nobody knew I was going. I love pulling up surprises. Honestly, that's like one of the things I love to do. So I think I've surprised a lot of my friends this year. Which is good. I really love it.
I don't like surprises.
You don't? Well, I don't like when people pull a surprise on me, but I like to pull surprise on people.
I don't like to be on the receiving end.
It's one of my favorite things to do.
Because you just be like, you not start piecing things together and not be like, is that? You like, yeah, Mo. You'll be like,
Mo, you are one of the easiest people to surprise.
Apparently.
No, you are one of the easiest people to surprise.
I don't put
one
things
of the
together.
Most difficult people to surprise is Kemi.
Kemi was like an Kemi, I send my trusted dispatch rider. Kemi, collect your sub. Because
she's one of the
was on Kemi's
difficult people to surprise. Like, she doesn't care about.
My sister was angry.
Oh yeah, by the way, Omo-Olorun's sister was she was my helper in the sense that people thought I was sending a package. So she was the friend that was supposedly dropping the packages for people.
May you not be hearing the likes of Kemi and Wumi. I will send my trusted dispatch rider.
No, Kemi is the worst. She's the worst because she's I don't know even know how to put. She's very stubborn, and she has an attitude of like, if you're not doing it, then get out. Like, I'm not going to stress myself for you. Like, she's like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to stress myself for you. So like at some point she told me, she was like, look. She was like, look, I don't know how.
I like to make Kemi say she should not be smelling.
No matter how sensitive your package is, if I cannot send a dispatch rider, it's all over. Like, She was like, I'm sorry, man.
Oh God.
Yeah, Kemi is one of the most difficult. Let me see, who else was difficult?
Please say I'm difficult too. That
You're not difficult.
Finish.
I've surprised you like a lot of times between last year and this year.
Let them not see me finish.
No, but I think the thing is, I know my friends, my very, very close friends, I know them so well. So I know how to handle / who to handle each person. So I think that is what helped. So for Jessica, it was her brother. So I know Jessica is very close to her family. So I'm like, okay, whoever is going to help in this case has to be close. That was her brother. For who else? For Turayo is her husband. Turayo is my husband. So I know that was like the easiest way to get to her. Who else?
Do you already have her husband's number?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was one day, I didn't have it before. There was one day I told her, I said, now wow, so I don't have your, that was like way before I went to, like months before. I was like, do you know I actually don't have your husband's number? And I know his birthday was coming up. So I'm sure she would have thought, oh, maybe I just wanted to greet him and everything like that. So I got the number from her. So yeah, again, it depends. For my siblings,
I think there's also intentionality involved in it, right? Because a lot of these things you would have planned in advance. Okay, I want to do this.
Months.
This is how you do this.
Months.
But imagine you doing it and it's like 1 month ahead, like it will cast. Like people will know.
I'd planned it since the beginning. Most of the surprises I've done, I planned it like a long time. For my siblings, I knew that I could pull it off with them. I know, like, we talk a lot, so I know, like,
they were not expecting it.
They were not expecting it. I knew their movements. Like,
who was it that the person was saying? They just talked to you. Okay, I think it was your dad or something.
It was my dad. Yeah,
you had just
I spoke to my dad on Wednesday, and immediately after talking to him, I went to the airport. So he had no clue. I don't think I'll add my parents' reaction to it. Again, I don't want the situation where they'll be like, oh, why are you putting us on TV, blah, blah, blah. So I'll probably just skip them from the whole video. But
even during that entire situation, I think my siblings thought I was actually the one that was going to come.
Oh, really?
Like, because I kept on saying, I was like, what if it's actually me that's coming? They were like,
your sister said, Ebun, what you are doing is very cool, but Omo-Olorun should never ever try that.
You know what? When you were saying that, I was like, I can't do it because my own the fights. Oh God.
No, the thing is,
oh God.
I don't think that's the funny thing. I don't think they will, because when I was going, in fact, the day I was going to see my parents, I got scared because my mom she doesn't like surprises. She does not like she does not like. I was not like, I didn't know
how they react.
I didn't know how they react. So I saw my mom first, and then she just stood there and she was looking at me. So I didn't know if she was angry. I didn't know if she was happy. Like, I had no clue. So when my dad came, I just knelt down in front of him straight up. I'm like, whatever you do,
what they just give
I'm
you
already here. I knew that was not going to happen.
Yeah,
but
course.
The thing is, at the end of the day, the excitement of I haven't seen this person in 4 years,
it's going to overshadow
any form of anger that they had. The next day, my mom came to my room. My mom was like, Ebun, is this really you? That was so sweet. My dad would come to my room like a lot of times. See, people of God, there's love at home. There's love at home. There is a lot of love at home. No, that 2 weeks I spent in Nigeria. Oh, I had an amazing time. So that's why I knew that. It was. That's why I said it was not even exciting. It was more of shock than excitement. They will be too shocked.
Like very shocked, very surprised.
They will be too shocked. And they will be so happy.
And again,
to see
because
you.
you're also keeping constant communication with them as well, right? So it's like, I just talked to you now, like 5 seconds ago, and I'm sure it was a video call. It was seeing your house. Next thing is like 2 seconds later, it was in Nigeria. Like, how?
They couldn't believe it. Jessica was like, "Hey, Ebun, how?" No, I had an amazing time. No, see, there's love at home, and I know a lot of us are like, how teary, like sometimes it's just you outside the country and everything. But I hope you know that there's plenty of love at home. There's plenty of love at home. Like, I had an amazing time. My parents are amazing. Like, I remember when I was leaving there, because they took me to there when I was leaving the airport, my dad was still like, we leave my car. I said, oh God, this is my own way. Give me my box. There was one video I said they should say bye-bye. My mother was carrying my box. I said, this is where we are going to. So no, it was amazing. No, it was so, I think I spent the first 2 days at home. Like, I didn't go anywhere. I was just like with my family. I saw my nephews.
How did they?
Everybody was surprised because I saw my parents in church.
Was it during in church? It was the party. The party was that day now. Okay.
I saw them on the party day. So everybody was so surprised. So there was nothing like, oh, you didn't tell us that Ebun was around. At least all of them could see that.
You just
every
came.
other person just also knew that. So I saw Paul's mom. Paul's mom was just looking at me. I saw her texting her son that, is this what people have been planning? Even Kemi's mom. So it was so funny because the day I saw Kemi, she was with her mom.
Okay, together. They met you in the hotel.
So her mom did not follow her. So she just came because she thought she was just going to collect something. So she left her mom at whatever she was doing. So she was like, oh, let me just take an Uber to collect the package and go back to meet her. So I now told her that I don't tell her yet, so that she no go bust bubble. So when she now saw me, so Ken was not like, oh, I actually saw her that day. I told you I was going to collect. And there were a lot of lies. So God, at least we have confessed all our lies now. God has forgiven us. But yeah, I know I had an amazing time. We ate. Nigeria is expensive.
That should be the next one. That should be the next. An interview of Nigeria.
Let's do it.
What it was and what
that's
it is
our
now.
Next episode.
That should be our next episode. Because
you will interview me. I'll tell you my experiences.
I will like it.
Because so let's leave my experience in Nigeria for the next, because we have even talked a lot right now. What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? What have I been up to?
A nigga got married.
You'll be a nigga. My dear. We tied the knots.
Hallelujah. Praise God. Did you jump the broom too?
We did not jump the broom. They've not thrown rice on us. We've just done part one. Part one.
One out of what? No, you've done 2 now. 2 out of 5. Is it 6?
2 out of 4. We'll still do destination waiting.
Okay. It's
2
6.
out of what is remaining for?
I don't know. We will fill in the blank.
We've done 2
I
out
feel
of
like planning a Christmas party.
Ebun.
I'll show you my inspiration.
We should have an off recording discussion.
About what?
The party.
Oh, okay. I have an inspiration in my mind.
Let's go and rent somebody's backyard.
That's the inspiration I have. We are in the spirit.
Ooh, la la la. Okay, but yeah, so we got married. She announced the date almost a month ago by now. Like even getting 6 weeks, 5 weeks right now. And I'm just thinking, like, I think all that was just in my mind when we hit 1 month. I was like,
time to go back.
And I was just like, God, like, let this continue to be the testimony, right? Like, somebody you don't want to be in a marriage where it's like you're counting the years and like, oh God, right? You know, it's how they say it, like when you go to work and you feel like you've been there for 10 hours and you just check the time, you go to work by 9, it's just 10 o'clock. But when you are doing something fun, the day goes by so fast. And I'm like, God, thank you.
True.
But honestly, it was God actually, because we were thinking, I think we had that timeline. We wanted to do the civil. So we did the civil. We did the civil wedding, and then we did like church wedding as well. So we had that timeline of, okay, we'll go to Nigeria next year. You know, visa restrictions and all of that. But again, because of all the things that are coming out, we're just like, okay, yeah, let's do. So it was 2 things that made that decision, right? Our rent was ending around the same time. And obviously, since we're going to get married, we want to live together. So we're just like, okay, let's do it at this point so that we can move. So it was like a very packed weekend. We got married. We moved. We moved from my apartment. Toby moved from his own apartment into the new apartment. It was a lot. Like, there were a lot of things that happened. In fact, everybody was, have good friends. That's another thing, because it would have been possible without you and without everybody that pitched in to make it happen, right? And I'm just glad, because at a particular point I was getting overwhelmed, right? And I think I called you and you were just like, ask people for help, or like, we can help and do all of these things. Because I think initially we're thinking of, that's even another topic, wedding in America. No, there's a reason why they always make all these movies and you watch it and you wonder why the bride is screaming and shouting. Because initially, we're like, oh, let's do something small. That, okay, we have friends here in America. We have friends back home in Nigeria, families back home in Nigeria. And since we know that most people are either working, schooling, and everything, they might not be able to travel to Nigeria, that let's do something here for the people that are here in conjunction with like the civil wedding. And then we'll go and do like the quote-unquote, the main one in Nigeria. When I said, okay, let's start budgeting. Like, we're just like, okay, what is our budget? We're like, 5K, you know? Let's just close our eyes, use 5K and do this wedding. We wrote a list, we had everything planned. Kiniko, we went to go and look for venue. The first venue that we saw, guess the price, $7,000. The man was asking me, what is your budget?
You mean budget for the whole wedding or budget for just the venue?
He said, and I said, sorry, that I saw something different on your. I said, yes.
Did not add.
They did not
I
add
know about
Kiniko.
America is that
They
when
not
if they tell you that it's 2,000, add times 2 because by the time they add Kiniko coffee
on their website it was 3,500.
And
I said
this
it's 3,500. And I said, no, yeah, that's what you saw, but they need to add Kiniko. And I said, and that their venue was like big enough for like 200 to 250 people. And I said, is this the only venue you have that I just want like a place of like 50 people? He wasn't. I don't like, and I don't want it to be that we're using a big one and we are 50 and we are disappearing. And I said, it depends on your wedding planner and your decorator. Whoever it is that is decorating will know how to handle the space.
Is how you have been making the guy for me.
I said, and I said, you know what? Tell me your budget. This Brava wanted to collect my budget. And you know, at that point, it's peer pressure because I was too ashamed to say that it's $5,000 I had for the whole wedding.
No, but you should not be ashamed. Do you know why?
Because that's the money I had. But the way he was pressuring me.
First of all, that's the money you had. Second of all, like if you're not taking the place, you will never see him again.
I wasn't even looking at it. It was over the phone.
Oh, can you imagine?
No.
I'll tell you. But I say I have 3,000. You have 3,000.
You know what? I will give you a discount.
Of what?
I think you removed $900 from the money. So the money now went to maybe from 6 Kiniko to 5 Kiniko. It was almost $7,000. I said, okay, you know what? I'll call you back. Let me tell you the first attack he gave me. When I said, do you have available? I want to come and look at your space. I thought it was just normal, like when you go and look for apartment. I said, I want to look at your.
Oh yeah, you have to book appointments like way, and that's why people plan wedding for like a year.
Now. And I said, oh yeah, and I said, when am I thinking of? And I said, August. So mind you, I was calling around. I can't remember when I was calling again. Let's say April, for example. Was it June? Maybe
was around May,
June. And I said August, and I said 2026. I said no. 2025. I said, what's going on?
You know when I said, do you want to elope?
And I said,
there was somebody that was telling you that you are eloping now.
And I said,
no, let's do a sit down YouTube vlog.
And I said, why? And I said, what do you mean? Why did you know? Well, people book a year and a year in advance.
Yeah, that's why I used to wonder why people always plan a long. You use a long time to plan wedding.
Time to get like to space.
To get space.
So that was the whole thing. We now found another space that fit the venue, the boy. You know, if we had used that place, it would have been. It wouldn't have given the vibe of what we ended up using.
It was too big. That place was too big.
It was too big, and
it was not
the
coordinated.
shape of the space.
The structure
it would have needed
not
more. It would have needed a lot more. And you know, this place that we use at the end of the day, everybody could easily come. That one would have been driving to. It was near Decatur now. Yeah. So we got married though, and it was lovely. It was wonderful. We went to the court. Those court people, in fact, we need to actually because they told me 20 minutes. I don't think we were there for
5 minutes.
Longer than 5 minutes.
Do you marry or are you not married?
Are you married or
married.
not?
Okay,
I have to go to my next appointment.
They were like, okay, thanks, bye. At one point, they're taking pictures. They were like, oh yeah, carry your picture.
Can done?
Carry it outside.
Be going. It's like, you know when they're almost using broom to sweep your leg away. I'm like, America, sir. That's why people get private, official. You will spend money if you want to marry in this country. Anyway,
no, for real.
Just know that if you have 5,000, it's not enough. If you want wedding. Bushy wedding,
yeah, 5,000.
You don't even do. I don't know if you're not seeing those videos. We saw one video now. One lady that did $1,000.
That one is elope now.
That one was elope. Even the one we did is elope. So I
that one elope.
Elope.
No, but that one did not have a context of what was it. Elope is just the two of you. You know what?
You know what I was telling him? I was telling him that that because our parents are not here yet, and he wasn't like, he said, don't worry about it. That's what I did too. I said, Baba, nobody asked you.
Look, you go to Vegas.
Go to Vegas.
Do you or do you not?
You not look for Elvis to not marry you. I'm like, why Elvis to marry me? Anyway, but yeah, got married. It's been like a month plus now. Also moved to our new apartment. We arranged this place. I think we did the major arrangement. In fact, no, it was Toby, Ogajide.
Ogajide did a good job. Let's not even like, because I saw him the week after, and the guy don't bounce back. I say,
no.
I say, you rest. He say, that he's back to work.
After Saturday was when the wedding was. Sunday we went to church. So that was why we went to church in the morning. That we came back from church. We went to church with Ogajide too. Came out from church, we started moving. So I think the good thing was that Saturday morning, while you guys were decorating the space, Toby, Ogajide, Shayo, and I think another of his friend, they were moving things from his own apartment here. So the things were here, then they now moved them out. Everything was shut inside. So I think
we were just arranging.
We never started arranging yet.
Like that was until left.
So I think all we did, because we were going to move in, I think that was Saturday, Sunday. What we just did was that the room that we're going to stay in, we removed everything that was there, put the bed, like everything that we're going to use. So that was it. So I think when we now traveled, by the time we now came back, we now set up my office space, his office space, and the sitting room. That was how we were staying. That week, I was like, oh, after work every week, after work every day, I'll be like, Silayo. No. And that week, I think it was like things were just more stressful because I don't know. You know when it's like you leave, you now come back and meet times 10 of the work you left behind, something like that. So I think it wasn't until the next weekend. So it was now Precious that now came. Precious did a lot. Precious helped me a lot. Like she was the reason why that place, the bathroom, she helped a lot. So that's how we've been living. So when we now hit 1 month, I was like, we are paying for 2 bedroom and this 1 bedroom, I'm not using it. But yeah, I'm like, this is how rent money goes. That's how my last apartment, I did not use my balcony for a whole year after paying.
But the whole point of an extra bedroom is if you have someone over now, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not still arranged.
But you have time
it's not
now.
that bad actually.
That one
I went there today, so it's not that bad actually. But yeah, we've done the main things. The house is set up, the rooms are set up, office is set up, kitchen. I think kitchen was the first one I did actually. Kitchen is set up, all of that. So yeah, that's it though. That's what I've been doing though. And I think I clocked 1 year at work as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. Congrats.
Thank you. So
what was in your 1 year box? Have
they did not give us anything, no.
Really?
Maybe they've not sent it to us. Or
No,
maybe
they should. I think it might take time, but they should.
They've not sent anything to us. So the swag they're getting now is so there's somebody that is helping me out with one of the work I'm doing, like in the firm. So we're talking to like new potential students and all of that. He was not talking about, so he's based in the Houston office, but he lived in Atlanta. So he was not saying that he was checking out the Atlanta people, like the welcome package that they got bottle, they got the shirt. You know when you get the cool stuff, it's not saying you only got maybe cap.
I saw somebody with a Stanley bottle. I don't know where that one is. Yeah, the people
in Atlanta that they got this year, they got Stanley cup, they got a Stanley cup, they got sweater, they got everything.
It's actually really nice.
And I'm like, what's going on?
When swag just flow freely. Now everybody's.
You know the thing is that now I have connections.
So you can get swag. But give me Stanley cup. Because where I am right now, we don't get any swag. I
have connections because I've been involved a lot with recruiting. There are some things we'll go and do in person. There's some things we'll go and do in person if we have.
I don't want bottle. In fact, let's stop bottle and cup from swags.
Like more
let's get more creative. Oh my god, my kitchen this thing is full of
we have two entire shelves full of bottles.
In fact, there's still one part
of Nigeria. I was going to give you the bottle, but
I even forgot it. Because even me, I had there are some in my store. There are some still in the box in my room.
You know the problem
and there are some
is Ojukokoro. Because we were going to National Black and collecting what God knows what.
I said I still have a bag like from National Black stuff. Items. I didn't touch
the things I enjoyed with their books.
Throw some things away because there's some plastic bottles. I'm like I won't. And that's the thing. My notes now. I have like notes from here to like top in my.
It's just empty notes from what this. Yeah, you just be using it small. Anytime you're coming to my house again, bring for me. I've used on my own.
You've used all your notes?
No, not everything, but I want to have more.
So it's greed. It's greed that is doing.
I want to have more.
It's greed. I'll keep it my children. Do you know when I stopped buying notes? I haven't bought notes since 100 level. Do you know what I used to use in school? Do you remember? Jotters. I stopped buying notes since 100 level. So and my parents that time they would go for wedding, they go for, so we used to have all those things in my, you do souvenir now. I think I gave you a book from the
we
party.
Did souvenir too. FYI, have you used your souvenir yet?
What souvenir?
The souvenir we gave out now. The bottle opener. The magnet.
I didn't take anything. I said I did not take anything from your wedding.
She lie.
I didn't take anything. But I think I gave you an opener, right, Abby? Was it opener or key holder? I gave you something, Sha, in that box I gave to you.
Okay, just kill us. I don't even know where it is going.
There were only 2 of it, so I gave Precious one and then I gave you the other one. I didn't take anything. No, I don't even remember picking anything. I didn't get anything.
There's still Guinea. Come on, carry. We still have.
So Well,
But anyway,
thank
yeah,
God, though.
that's it.
But you had an amazing. Do you regret
was-
anything from the ceremony?
No, I don't know. The pictures came out fire. The pictures were really nice because
You are owing me a lot of money.
Ebun said she would do my wedding for me for free.
Me?
I told them, I said, Ebun, let me pay you.
Me?
I said, Ebun, I was begging Ebun. I was
Where's
really
the
nice.
agreement?
Ebun said she was not going to give me
Because
contract.
if we go to
Our
if we go to
friendship
a
is
court
more
of
than
law.
that. He said, no, I can never do that to you. I said,
Okay.
Ebun, take this money.
That's so.
I said, take this money.
Which
He
money?
said, take this money. Toby is capable. He said, no.
Toby should come and pay himself. You will never go come and pay him. I'm the one that you pay. You pay bride price to me. My bride price is very expensive, $10,000 at least. That's the starting point. That's the
If I tell you what you said now, if you remember that day when your mama and Nat,
What did I say?
you said you will give me
Something on your wedding day.
$10,000 for my wedding day.
I not say dollars because that time it was naira.
No, it was dollars. We said
It
because
was,
we're still in
it was
Nigeria.
naira.
We
I
signed it
didn't know-
somewhere.
oh, yeah, where is it?
It was
I not say
dollars. It was dollars. It was dollars. It was dollars.
I
It can't be
10,000.
10,000 naira now. I would have not accepted now.
Then that means it was not. It,
It
was,
was
not
dollars.
10,000. It was not 10,000.
How much was it?
$100.
Because now he's going to say,
I remember. No, do you know
it has come and gone. And
I remember. No, I
It
remember
was
that
Mama
day. I don't
Nat.
think it was money. I think you asked me for something. I said, "Don't worry, I'll give you a wedding day."
Oh dear, I will give you a wedding. You said, "If I your life."
Then I'll give you a wedding day.
Come and
The
bring
money
it
you're owing
back.
me is more than 10,000. What is? Who is
Anyway,
a 10,000?
But no, I have to give kudos to you because
Oh, Jebby.
maybe the time when I was showing Ebun the space and Ebun was showing me, I was like, you know,
When we
I could
do
not
sit down
fathom-
vlog, we'll talk
I
about
could not
everything.
fathom.
This like Omo-Olorun has no taste. No taste in nothing.
Our taste just different.
But at the end of the day, whether I was there or not, you'll have still married. It's just that it might have been different. But you marry, I think you don't marry.
What if I want that clothes?
You marry, I think you don't marry.
Please, I beg.
Don't worry.
I marry and I look good.
People should look out for our vlog. Don't worry. And sit down vlog is very easy to edit. So don't
marry
worry.
and I look
In the
good.
next 2 weeks, I'll release the vlog.
In fact,
Oh my God.
you know when you're doing sit down vlog, you're like, that dress, skinny coconut, you now put a picture, you hide my face.
No, now why will I hide your face? I'll show you the before and the after now. So
You
have
don't
fire
get
pictures after.
you still hide my face. Not use me as me. Not use me as me.
We'll sue them now.
No.
Oh my God.
Anyway, now me fuck up in the first place because no, that really is actually good. It's just that's not our work. But anyway, we said a lot. Let me see if there's anything I missed.
We have said a lot too. Okay. Also, I had a surgery. It's so funny because
It's true.
I came back from Nigeria. Long story, but short stories. I had a surgery. I came back on Thursday. I went to the hospital on Friday. I had a surgery on Monday. Your wedding was on Friday and Saturday. It was so weird.
You still went to the
We went to the hospital
that
on the Friday of the
morning.
wedding.
God is good.
All the time, my sister.
God is good.
All the time.
God is good.
All the time. We thank God for victory.
Who would
We
have
thank
thought-
God for success.
You know, as you just said it, now would have thought that the Monday of that Friday you did surgery.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, do.
thank you, Jesus. Anyway,
Okay.
stay tuned for Ebun's Nigeria. What is going on in Nigeria? That's the name of the episode. What is going on?
Yes,
in
so that's our
Nigeria
next. That's our
episode.
next episode.
Yeah.
The new Nigeria. So, but yeah, we have talked about witches and wizardly behaviors. We've talked about a recap of what we are doing. We've talked about
Marriage and wedding.
marriage and wedding. If you want wedding advice, you know who to come and
You
meet.
know who to meet. I will give it to you.
See? So,
Do you
yeah.
know how old I have been in this marriage?
How old? My sister.
5 weeks.
Wow. Hallelujah.
Huh?
Praise Jesus. Please
The kind
tell
of advice
them.
I will give you at
Tell-
5
give,
weeks.
if I book appointments, I am the manager, as you know.
Yeah.
I will book. Don't
So,
worry. Bring your money.
we will come.
Bring yourself.
We'll call for advice.
I
We'll
will-
also help
I
you
will
plan
book
your
the
wedding.
time.
Two episodes at the same time. What do you mean? So,
If you're about to get married,
yeah. I'll give you the advice of how you can successfully marry at 5 weeks. And we'll
or you
also
can
plan
have
that wedding for you.
Your first 5 weeks in marriage.
That is a
You
book
should
I will
write
book.
You should write a book.
That is the book I will write.
Your first 5 weeks in marriage.
That is the book I will publish.
Things that you should do. Your do's and
Things
don'ts.
that you should do and not
10
do.
things to do. 10 do's and don'ts.
5
In the
things to
five-
do in your
5
first
weeks.
5 weeks.
5 things
You
to
guys
do.
should get ready. Link dropping soon.
Oh my god.
Amazon link dropping soon. Anyway,
Guys, it's been real.
thank you for being with us.
We've had an amazing time. We are back.
We're
We're
back.
back. Don't worry. We're
back
back.
and better.
Back and better. Oh,
Back like
my
we
brothers
never
and
left.
sisters. So leave a comment. You know what? I actually want to do. I didn't know that we're good. I actually forgot. I was going to do Ask Us Anything on our page. Maybe I'll do it on Sunday. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, do it on Sunday so that we can. The next time I record, we'll respond.
So if you have, maybe I'll do it this Sunday after this episode comes out, so that people will hear. So, but yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. If you have any question for the bride,
Yeah.
any questions for the bride,
Because
don't worry.
at the time when I'll be answering, I'll be 6 weeks. So I'll be more seasoned.
Can you buy 6 weeks in the market?
You can't.
Obviously
You
not.
can't. You can't. So get ready.
Ask us anything you want to know. If you want to know how we planned an amazing wedding in 1 week, because I think all this wedding plan that we did is 1 week. In between surgery, we planned wedding in between surgery.
So when you have any obstacle, just know that we are your girls.
There are no obstacle.
No obstacle will stop that
Nothing
wedding from
can
happening.
stop you.
Ooh.
If you want the right ginger for your wedding, contact
Type
us.
women.
What can
There's
we
nothing
not
we
do?
cannot do.
What can
All
we not
stars.
do?
All stars.
Consultants and strategists for your wedding.
Yes.
My dear brothers and
We are
sisters.
wise.
I hope with these few points of ours,
We are able to convince you
and not confuse you.
that
We
this
are
is
the
the place
right
to be.
people.
This is the place to
Hallelujah.
be.
Praise
Glory to
God. All right,
We'll see you guys.
Thank you. Thank you
Bye-bye,
so
oh.
much for listening. You know what to do. Share this episode.
Like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe,
Do
do all the
everything.
amazing things. We are back. We are back. We are bigger. We are better.
Glory to God.
All right. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.